You could say the N-word?
I feel like I can say it, but not because of that, and I'm gonna tell you why. I wish there was some black dudes in here.
There are. Will right there.
And there's one right here. Not.
Okay, well, we're gonna use him. What the are you gonna do about it, you know? And then second of all, I grew up loving these motherfuckers. I grew up fighting with them. I grew up eating with them. I grew up doing bad shit. I grew up loving with them. You know, I got family. And it's not even about family. Even if I wasn't related to nobody out black, I mean, it's what the I'm surrounded by, you know? Like, I respect people that they feel that way. And that's why I try to shut the up about it.
Right.
But if you're from where I'm from, or anywhere, what the you gonna do about it? You know, it's like I don't went to the jungle and earned the lion's head. You know,
I feel like a lot of people that are from Latino descent here in New York feel that same way. The Puerto Ricans, the Dominicans.
I mean, I mean, and not even trying to justify, but just got dropped off before us. That's all it is.
Y'all got dropped off first. It's crazy.
We from the same boat.
Chalupa, mother me, wetback, food, disrespectful. Racism is racism no matter how you put it, my nigga. And if we're gonna talk about it, niggas are the most disrespectful racist motherfuckers on earth. We hate ourselves more than we hate anybody. Niggas rob niggas. Niggas steal from niggas. Niggas don't support niggas. Niggas don't help other niggas. Niggas see 10 niggas in the middle of the street, motherfucker getting ate by a motherfucking grizzly bear and keep running. A white person to jump out and try to fight a Mexican to try to stab him. I hate when y'all make me do this. Okay. Y'all dumb niggas are so dumb and brainwashed that y'all believe that racism is words instead of actions. Are you dumb? Let me teach you dumb motherfuckers what racism is in America. Racism is segregation and separation. What niggas do now? Hey man, you can't come to my hood because you ain't from this hood. You can't hustle on my block because you ain't from this block. Oh, you rubbed the wrong color, nigga. You ain't this. You can't come do this and that, nigga.
In about 2 miles, take exit 2D on the left to merge onto I-395
opportunity
East.
from him. I'ma rob him. I'ma kill him because I don't want this nigga to be in my area. That's what they used to do to niggas. They used to hang niggas because they didn't want us on their streets. They used to burn people's houses and put crosses in their yard because they didn't want you in the neighborhood.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in as this conversation got posted and reposted, shared and reshared, circulated, and then recirculated again all over the timeline yesterday, Instagram, Twitter, after Mexican OT made an appearance on Angela Yee podcast Lip Service, and the question came up about him being Mexican and using the N-word. Now, his response had different people interacting with it on the internet, and one of them, by the name of an artist who I'm not too familiar with, has said, if you're not black, stop saying nigga, period. I don't know why that's so hard. I don't care who you grew up with. If you're not black, expand your vocabulary. And Sauce Walka came in and said, she barely black, just like my kids, LOL. How you gonna say who can say the N-word? That's like saying black people can't eat tacos. Ignorance at its finest. And I must say, as somebody that supports Sauce Walka, supports his career, supports TSF, we worked together. Sauce Walka and TSF have supported me, shown me genuine love and support with media throughout the years, whether it be inside of studios, day studio, events, out in the streets. The love has always been there from TSF with me, and I've always supported Sauce Walka's career and what he got going on. And when it comes to Mexican OT, never met him personally, never dealt with him personally, met his father before, real cool dude, down to earth and everything like that. Sauce Walka is incorrect with the way he spoke on what racism is, comparing it to foods and aligning racism in the black community with problems that we have, ignorance that we may have, issues, violence, and bad things that go on in our community. And Mexican OT, no matter how he sliced the pie, what you said right there will be considered very disrespectful to a lot of black people across this country. Now, when it comes to racism, first and foremost, bro, the reason why that conversation comes up, because nigga is a term that came from racism for centuries, hundreds of years. So this everybody using nigga is new. And there are a lot of people out here, and I've seen it over the internet throughout the years, who don't even understand the true meaning behind the word nigga and the rooted history that goes along with it for black Americans, as in, hey, you're gonna be a slave, I'm gonna treat you like my property, I'm gonna look at you like you're not a human at all, I will rape your wife, I will rape your kids, I will sell them off, I'm going to do everything, I'm gonna beat you, I'm gonna make you work endlessly for free, I have no regard to your life, I treat my porch dogs better than you, I will hang you, cut off your nuts, the worst of the worst, treating humans like they are less than and that they are a piece of property. That's what nigga really comes from, and a lot of people don't like to have that discussion. Even to the fact where slavery in America is only 160 years old. Know this, slavery went on with the civilization of modern day here in America, then it hasn't been going on. Also, segregation, racism towards blacks in America is only 60 years old by law. But we know systematic oppression is still going on to this day. Segregation only ended in 1964. Amount of years of everybody wanting to use nigga or feeling comfortable using nigga, that's a baby compared to the centuries that went on where it was taken as something else and used as something else. Everybody doesn't have the experience of growing up with Mexican people. Everybody doesn't agree with that. And no matter if the girl, I don't know her personally or her lineage or nothing like that, if she considers herself black and she has a black parent, and there's a lot of Hispanics who don't think that other people should use the word nigga either. Just keeping it all the way 1,000, she can't be wrong in that. No person that is black can't be wrong in saying, hey, I don't want other people saying the N-word. It just is what it is because it's connected through their bloodline. Now, when it comes to these conversations becoming on this highest level, people are going to focus on how they feel and not really think that there's 40 million plus 40 to 44, 45 million black Americans. Everybody is never going to be cool with other people using the N-word, and no black person can speak how everybody else should feel. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. And when Mexican OT says, what are you going to do about it? That takes it to another conversation for a lot of people. Like, hold on, nigga. Are you questioning my blackness? Are you questioning my experience? Because a lot of black people have had, because Mexicans are not just in Texas, they not just in Houston, have had some bad experiences with Mexican people. That just is what that is, bro. And when it comes to racism, racism gonna have a gang of definitions and ideologies. As the years go on, they add more word semantics to it. It's simply hating somebody, looking down on somebody, treating somebody less than, and feeling that you're superior against somebody based off of their race, their ethnicity, and their lineage. It's not, oh, we live around each other and we beef with each other. I understand that people think that this stuff is this deep and it's this or that. No, it's really simple, bro. It just is what it is. These are not the same conversations. And I'm a nigga, let's keep it 1,000. I grew up with a lot of Mexican partners. I have Mexican partners. They've said nigga to me since elementary and middle school. That's cool, but that doesn't apply to every black person in America, dog. Just keeping it all the way 1,000. And they have to know that as well. I can't tell you that you can go somewhere else and say nigga because you can say it around me or Houston or Texas culture allows you to do it. Everybody don't have them same experiences, bro. And I'm just a nigga that I don't trip off of it. But I'm not finna ever tell a Mexican person, hey, you got free range to say nigga. Nah, fam. My grandparents are 90 years old. My grandmother's 95. My grandfather's 94. What would I look like coming on the internet telling other people, hey, y'all can say nigga however y'all want to say it? When my people really went through this stuff. I got aunties and uncles that went through segregation. Other people who are not black using nigga, that's new, bro. That's a baby to the real history of it. So comparing it to foods as well, that's not the same thing, bro. No matter if people want to use a food as a derogatory term or not, our people haven't been taught and raised to work against any group of people, to tear them down, to act like we're superior, to push them in a negative way. I've dealt with racism from Mexican people before. I just don't trip off of it and I don't hold it like, hey, I need to be this and I need to start reciprocating the hate or nothing like that. But I am going to speak the truth. I've dealt with Mexican women whose parents didn't want me to talk to them. And I was told this by those women. I've had Mexican women who older brothers wasn't feeling it because I'm black. I get told this directly. I've worked at jobs where they have directly been against black people there. It just is what it is, bro. Not everybody who's Mexican is on that, but it happens a lot. And I'm a nigga right now that got Mexican partners and Mexican homeboys that really rock with me. That really got love for me, that really support everything that I got going on and look at me like somebody that's family to them. So I understand the differences of what everybody got going on, but I'm not gonna come on here and push a false narrative. So you can't speak that way and say everybody needs to be okay with black Mexican people use a nigga or anybody else use a nigga. There are a lot of black people in America, period. Black people are not just rappers, y'all. Black people are not just athletes. There's 40 million plus of us. There are a lot of black people in America who don't like to be called nigga at all. They don't want to be called a nigga by another nigga or anybody of the sort. We do understand we took the word, it got flipped. We changed it and made it a form of endearment and things like that. But I watch how the media and the rap game, these labels, they pay these blogs to rage bait with that word to get engagement on these posts at times. The interviewers ask these questions because they know that it's controversial, but nobody's really doing the real history and information on this, bro. It's not the same thing at all. And people have to know and understand that, bro. You might feel like you're not being offensive, but everybody that's black in America don't have the same experience. There are black people that never grew up around Mexicans and never grew up having that. So if anybody else say them and say nigga to them, they gonna say, oh nah, nigga, you tripping. Oh, I ain't feeling that. How you gonna say nigga to me and things like that? And we gotta stop pushing this narrative as well that all we do is kill each other. All we do is do each other dirty. All we do is slime each other out. Bro, that is a human thing. That is not a black thing. It's just people focuses on ours. Our negativity gets highlighted, pushed and promoted by the media since forever. Malcolm X talks about this. He been talking about that before he died. Malcolm X been dead a long time, and he talked about how the media gonna stereotype, highlight our negative, and put a stigma on us for the entire world to see like we negative, we dark, we don't have anything productive going on, and that's just not true. Murder is not a black American thing. Murder is a human thing. And when it comes to murder, this is going on across the globe. We don't murder each other in the black community. No city in America murders each other more than these other countries do. They have way more murders. Are people calling it racist when you go to other countries where white people are killing white people? Or even in America, you kill who you live by. You kill who you are in proximity with because these are your peers. So a lot of black people think because their issues and the beefs and the drama they've had is because, oh, it's only going on with black people with me. That's because those are the peers and the people you associate with. When people are around each other, there's gonna be conflict. That's a global thing. That's not even an American thing. I know that y'all are trained and programmed by the media and the masses to think this is just an American thing, bro. It is not. You can look these things up. I did it in the videos that I've done over the years, but people want to act like they don't see it. They still come and make other points. Google it yourself and see where the most murders come on in other countries between a certain demographic, a certain ethnicity, and a certain race. How come they do not look at that as, hey, this is racism against us, or we hate each other for this? No, because they know and understand. This is us killing each other because we live by each other. Is there a self-taught hate through racism, through segregation, through white supremacy, through systematic oppression, through the centuries that has been going on in America with black people? Of course, but you gotta separate those conversations. And I'm never gonna tell anybody Mexican that, hey, you can go and say nigga whatever, and a person who is Mexican, you're gonna be seen as disrespectful if you go on a platform and say things like this. It just is what it is, bro. No black person gets to tell other people how to feel about the word nigga. Like I say, bro, I got family who really went through segregation, still alive, still walking, still pumping, still kicking. Just know this, bro. So I've dealt with this myself. So to play naive and dumb to it, that ain't how I go. Do I have Mexican people that have called me nigga throughout the years and I didn't trip? Yeah, because it was done in a form and a way of endearment. But that's how a nigga came up with Mexican neighbors and things like that for sure. Very heavy Mexican population in H-Town. So I'm not going to play naive to why they say that and why it's considered as acceptable here. But that don't apply for everybody in the world. We are a very small part of the black population in the country. So is these other cities that have a large Hispanic population that has the same thing going on. And it's older people, bro. Our race and our ethnicity is not just built strictly off of how many people are following the blogs or how many people are fans of rap. No. And rap did not determine us saying nigga as a form of endearment. That didn't come from rap, y'all. That stuff came later. Just know that. That did not come from, that came, rap brought it into it because it was going on what was in the community already. But rap and rappers are not the ones that said, hey, saying nigga to each other is cool now. That been a thing. And like I say, it's a lot of black people who don't want to be called nigga, period. Our population is not just the ages of 15 to 30, bro. Our population is not 16 or 20 to 35 or 40. We got a lot more millions of people who don't agree with that word being used by anybody. Some don't even like it being used by us. Some Mexican people, Mexican women, certain other Mexican guys, they think that it's not cool for Mexicans to use the word. So I'm just saying, to come out and put it like that, bro, niggas gotta understand. You being disrespectful when you say it around certain black people, and if you want to move like that, you can move like that. I'm not the nigga police. I just know, hey, I see now it gets opened up the floodgates. You got all these other people wanting to say it and think that they can fight over it. Saying nigga is not about how tough you are, how gangster you are. How are you willing to stand on it? Are you willing to do street stuff? That's them dumbing us down. Being a nigga, you don't have to be street. Being a nigga is based off of your ethnicity, your race, and your bloodline and lineage to this country. And if you identify as black and you wear black and you have the black experience in life and you have black skin and you're a black American, you're going to always be more of a nigga than everybody else with the terms of what the definition was for used for centuries. It just is what it is. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that. 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.